Hello and welcome to Immortal Realm. Let's start our list. On number 10 we have the great venerable demon has returned. Zhang Yi was a tragic teenager robbed of his girlfriend by Hu Tianhua. He was even swindled into taking on millions in debt so that his father had no choices but to sell off their family's property. Unfortunately, his father died of cancer, overworked to death. But when Zhang Yi abandoned all hope and committed suicide, not only did he not die but rather encountered a blessing in disguise. He transmigrated into the ancient immortal continent and was born with great abilities. His rise was unstoppable. With heaven-defying cultivation, he rose to the position of the most supreme demon god in just a few years, trampling on the 18 layers of Asura hell while wearing the 36 layers of heaven on his head like a crown. He still met his doom, since he was in possession of an immortal treasure, the heavenly book of transformation. The so-called righteous people ganged up on him in a surprise attack. Finally, it ended in mutual destruction. But after his death, Zhang Yi returned back to Earth, back to the time when he was attending university. It's now time for our overpowered main character to show his true strength and correct all the mistakes he made in his past life. Number 9 on our list is Metropolis killing arrogant immortals. I, the Supreme One, has returned after 4 years. The grudges from 4 years ago must be avenged. I will kill anyone who gets in the way of my revenge. No matter if it is a demon, god or heaven itself, they will all perish under my wrath. Now it is the same cliche Chinese manhwa, but the reason why I like this manhwa is not because of art or story. The reason why I like this manhwa is because our main character is not a wimp and he actually kills and slaughters. You might have read many Chinese manhwas in which the main character would be claiming to be some heavenly demon, but it would turn out that he would be just a wimp who would be afraid to kill anyone. But in this manhwa, our main character is just too merciless. Number 8 on our list is Here is a Punch. Li Xing, a college student, found a job with the help of the enthusiastic foreman. Unexpectedly, the contractor had another background. Li Xing, who was sold to the underground black gang and became a living commodity of human organs on the black market. On the operating table, Li Xing woke up, fought back and escaped from the hospital of the black organization. Li Xing, who was hunted down by the black organization, fled everywhere. At this time, he found out that his body had changed. Now let me tell you, the art of this manhwa is good, the story is also very interesting, our main character is also cool, so overall it's a decent manhwa. I think you should all give it a read. Number 7 on our list is The Return of the Heavenly Sage. In the past, the heavenly sage Ji-Fan was backstabbed by his friend and died, but the Supreme Soul Cauldron saved his life. He was treated as a mutated body that could be cultivated and was ridiculed at every turn. With his fist breaking the sky, Ji-Fan uses his power to prove his Tao, purging the Helan clan and shattering the Dragon Kang alliance. He burns the immortal Tao of the 9 heavens, steps on the demonic Tao of the 9 ghosts, flattens the Buddhist Tao of Western heavens and breaks the Tao of the heavens. You might not understand these complex words, but if you are an avid reader of cultivation manhwas, then you definitely know what these are. Number 6 on our list is Ultra Alter. Lee Orium is a high schooler who plays as a healer shuttle character in the kinesthetic VR MMORPG game. One day, his sub-character Avenger that he was secretly raising becomes the best. Will Lee Orium be able to overcome all dangers like constantly appearing monsters and various quests to become his new self? Now let me tell you something. In this manhwa, you will see our main character being bullied by the people, and then you will see that he gets superhuman powers which he could easily use to kill someone like an ant. But when it is time to fight the bullies, you will see him being afraid. Basically, he is just a wimp. But when the girl he likes gets bullied, he starts beating the bullies. So basically, our main character is a wimp as well as he is a simp. Even though he is so overpowered, he does not like fighting and he is the type to forgive his enemies. Number 5 on our list is the first ancestor in history. Lin Feng traveled through worlds and even obtained an overpowered system, but he still faces a pressure as huge as a mountain. System gave him a main quest, and that quest is Lin Feng is to create a school, establish history's #1 sect, and Lin Feng himself has to become the #1 founder. To become the history's #1 founder, Lin Feng started to work hard. So basically, this manhwa is all about Lin Feng's journey to start and build his own sect, or you can say his own school. He starts recruiting people. Your name is Shi Tianhao, natural born sovereign roots, but it was stolen by your cousin. Now, being raised in a little village, your father placed you in. Now come, follow your master, and we will let those people know that justice that is owed must be returned. So you will see our main character going around recruiting talentless people who were either crippled or who are under pressure. And he converts those weak and worthless people into gems. Number 4 on our list is the Millennium Alchemist. A child was abandoned in a forest infested with monsters. Wun Soul was adopted by 5 masters and learned the best magical techniques. Although the 5 masters are godly beings, now their inner balance is on the verge of being broken down. Wun Suwol takes revenge on behalf of his masters and goes to the world to become a god. In the end, will Sowul be able to get out of the forest of peace? This is a new and interesting manhwa. If we talk about art, then I will give it 10 out of 10. And if we talk about story, then it is very interesting. Our main character is just too overpowered. There is only 16 chapters till now, but we can bookmark it and wait for a few more chapters. This manhwa is a hidden gem. Number 3 on our list is Path of the Shaman. If the Grim Reaper calls your name 3 times, you will be taken to the underworld. Haekyeon Mugang name was called 2 times, but before the Grim Reaper could call out the name the 3rd time, something magical occurred. Haekyeon Mugang swallowed the herb of immortality, and to his surprise, he actually lived. When he opened his eyes, thinking about that all of this was just a dream, he saw that he was surrounded by a bunch of old guys. And when he asked them who they were, they told them that he was in Shaman Mountain and they were all shamans. Somehow, Haekyeon Mugang, our protagonist, possessed the body of a pitiful errand boy. Shamans were one of the weakest clans in the world of Murim, and he was someone who stood at the top of the world of Murim, and now he was part of this pitiful clan. But well, whatever was done was done. Now he has a new aim, and that is to take over the world once again. Number 2 on our list is Heaven Defying Sword. This is a Chinese manhwa and the art is decent, but the story is very interesting. To defeat his uncle who destroyed his family, the teenager Xuan Tian embarked on a martial arts training journey to hone his sword techniques. From a teenager who knew nothing to a sword god of his generation, those he once saw as strong are now mere specks of dust to him. With one finger, he could obliterate it all. With his sword, he could defy the heavens, and his path leads him directly to the limitless heavens. Defying the heaven means defying all the laws of the world, which means our main character is just too overpowered. This is a pretty old manhwa as it has more than 300 chapters and most of you might have already read it, but some of you might have skipped it because it is a Chinese manhwa. So I think you should give it a read. It's quite a good manhwa. On number 1, we have DAXIANG WUXING. This is the story about a teenager, you can say about a Maoshan master fighting against demons. An invincible Maoshan Taoist meets a girl working part-time jobs who is in trouble. The main character of this manhwa is just too overpowered. Ghosts, demons, everyone is just too afraid of him. He looks like just a normal teenager, but when he shows his powers, even the strongest demons and ghosts could not handle it. The art is god class. And as you read more and more chapters, you will find the story becoming more and more intriguing. That's all for today's video, and I hope you liked it. If you found out something new to read, you can write it in the comments. We'll meet soon in the next video. Have a very beautiful day.